I've been with my boyfriend since we were 18. Just two kids fumbling through adulthood together. We met during the first week of college, bonding over shared classes, caffeine-fueled all-nighters, and greasy late-night pizza runs. Everything felt so easy back then. We'd stay up texting until dawn, laughing at stupid inside jokes, dreaming about futures we could barely imagine. Back then, the future felt like a place we'd figure out together. Over the years we grew, sometimes together, sometimes apart, but always found our way back. We weathered everything. Brutal exam seasons, job rejections that made us question our worth, and my battles with anxiety. There were nights I couldn't breathe, sobbing on the floor, and he held me through it all, whispering that I'd be okay. I didn't always believe him, but I believed in us. There were times I wondered if we'd make it. Like the time we broke up for 3 months after a fight about his flirty coworker. I'd seen the way she looked at him, the inside jokes they shared, and I cracked. We screamed, slammed doors, said things we didn't mean. But even then, something tethered us. We always came back. Older, a little bruised, but still choosing each other. When we finally moved in together last year, it felt like a small but significant victory. Our apartment was tiny, with creaky floors and a view of a cracked parking lot. But it was ours. We painted the walls a mustard yellow that looked better in the can than on the walls, strung up fairy lights, and argued about whose turn it was to unclog the drain. Our lives blended. Grocery lists, shared Netflix accounts, mismatched mugs, and I felt grounded. Like this messy, imperfect life was exactly where I belonged. We started talking about the future in real terms. Marriage by 28, a goofy golden retriever named Waffles, maybe a little house by the coast with enough room for kids and a vegetable garden. For the first time in my life I felt sure. Sure of him. Sure of us. But a few days ago it all came crashing down. He'd left his phone on the kitchen counter while he showered. It buzzed with notifications. Nothing unusual. He's always been scatterbrained, always misplacing keys or leaving his wallet in the fridge. So when he called out, "Can you check who texted?" I didn't think twice. The screen lit up with a message from L. "Can't wait to see you again. Kiss mark." My stomach turned. I told myself it was nothing, maybe a friend, maybe a joke. But something gnawed at me, so I opened the thread. I wish I hadn't. There were weeks of messages. Plans to meet at a hotel downtown. Flirty emojis. Photos. Wine-stained lipstick on napkins, blurry selfies. And the worst one. "I miss you so much. When can we stop hiding?" My hands trembled. I scanned the dates. Nights he told me he was working late or out with friends. Nights I'd been home, folding our laundry, thinking how lucky I was. The shower stopped. I quickly exited the app and tried to breathe, but my heart was pounding so loudly I could barely hear anything else. That night, I waited until he fell asleep. The room was quiet except for the hum of the fridge. His phone glowed on the nightstand, screen facing up. I crept to the bathroom, locked the door, and searched his contacts for L. What I saw made the world tilt on its axis. It was my mother. Her contact photo stared back at me, the one of her wearing the sunflower dress I gave her last Christmas. My mouth went dry. The room spun. I slid down against the tiles, gasping for air. "Whoa. Not her. Not her." I remembered being 10 years old and watching her sneak out in the middle of the night. I remembered my dad sitting at the kitchen table, crying into his hands. I remembered the divorce papers, the word infidelity stamped like a curse. I remembered her swearing she'd changed after the third failed marriage. "I'm done with men, sweetheart," she said once, cigarette in hand, her voice all gravel and regret. But here she was, stealing him, wrapped in my scarf, sending selfies from my living room. I woke him up, shoved the phone in his face. "Explain." He stammered, pale, eyes wide. He tried to deny it until I started reading the messages aloud. "Your laugh is addictive. Remember the night at the marina?" He crumpled. "It just happened once, I swear, just once." But the messages told another story. This had been going on for months. Photos of them in our apartment. Her wearing my clothes. My clothes. She'd borrowed that sweater last winter, said she was cold. I packed a bag while he begged. Please, please, just talk to me. I didn't say a word. I drove to my mom's, fury blurring the road. She opened the door in soft pajamas, surprised, smile fading when she saw my face. How could you? But she didn't deny it. I was lonely, she whispered. It didn't mean anything. I laughed. Bitter. You never change. Now I'm on my best friend's couch, scrolling through rental listings with a lump in my throat. My boyfriend's voicemails pile up. I'll do anything. Please. My mom sent lilies. My favorite. I threw them out. Therapy is helping slowly. I journal. I run until my lungs burn. I delete old photos in bursts of fury and grief. Friends tell me to forgive. To heal. I'm trying. But trust feels like glass. Shattered, sharp, and impossible to reassemble. I don't know what's next. But I've started planting succulents on the windowsill. They're quiet. Resilient. They thrive on neglect. Maybe I can too. This isn't the ending I imagined. But I'm learning to rebuild, one breath, one step at a time. Cutting them out hurt like hell. But the silence they left behind. It's cleaner. Lighter. Some days I miss who I thought they were. Other days I stand taller, proud of what I walked away from. I don't know where this road leads. But I'm still on it. And maybe someday this will just be a story I survived.